Hey guys, what are we working on today? We're working on chainsaw. Yes, the Super Xl925 Homelite. Vintage 1975, maybe, somewhere in that ballpark. And what we're going to do with it is we're going to tear it apart and see how bad the damage is. Compression seems to be a little low, so I'm hoping the cylinder's okay, because they are expensive. Yeah, so we did that video a couple weeks ago with the chainsaws, and everybody seemed to like it. I want to give a special shout out to one of my subscribers, Mr. Carl Hart, and he's a local gentleman, and I found out kind of through the grapevine that he is one of my biggest fans. Yeah, I got a fan. Yeah, not one of those that just spin around, you know, and blow air. But yeah, so thanks a lot, Carl. I really do appreciate you watching me, and hope you enjoy these videos. And you know, maybe I'll catch up with you someday. So thanks. Okay, so here we go. We've got the 925 up on the bench. We'll get some tools out of the way. This thing's got a beast of a bar on it, so let's get this thing out of the way because it is annoying. Yeah, so I bought this saw back in the fall, I want to say, and might have to get a socket on that. And I think I give $40 for it. I'm not positive, pretty sure. Holy moly! Yeah, so it as you can tell, she's a little nose heavy. That's a lot of bar. Yeah, the saw will pull that bar, no problem. It's an 82cc saw if our numbers are correct, that it is a early model 925. I did reach out to Leon at Leon Chainsaws, Leon Chainsaw Parts and Repair. That's easier to say than it isn't. But anyway, yeah, so Leon, I reached out to him. Leon is great, guys. If you haven't ever checked him out on his website, he's got some really, and his YouTube channel, and I believe he owns House of Homelite Internet Forum, which has got a ton of documentation. So if you're looking for the documentation for your saw, you know, IPLs, parts lists, all that kind of stuff. Boy, that clutch looks new, doesn't it? I think somebody replaced that clutch. The thing looks brand new. It's super shiny. I don't know. So anyway, yeah, so reach out to Leon, and he's, like I said, he's a wealth of knowledge. He knows so much stuff about these things that it's ridiculous. And he shares it very freely. He does do repairs also, so if you got one that you just don't want to mess with, you can send it to him. Yeah, check that beast out. The thing is awesome. I love it. It's actually in pretty good shape too. Let's see, it's an Oregon bar, 404 7T8N. It's got a stamping in it too with some serial numbers. But it's not a Homelite bar, it's an Oregon bar. But yeah, that's nice. That's probably worth what I paid for the saw. Not a huge amount of sawdust in here. I've seen a lot worse. So let's see if we can get this chain finagled out of here. There we go. Chain looks good too. There, now we got her down into a bite size. So anyway, I noticed that there is a little bit of damage here on this cover, but I mean, it's not, you know, I mean, the old test was like you could pick them up, you know, and it's kind of set. It's just low. She's just going down. It should stay up there, but it's not. So let's look in here. I've never opened the saw up. Never. No idea. Oh, it's got an air filter. That's a plus. If you look inside this cover, somebody scraped some of the goober off too. Like I said, I've never opened this saw. you are seeing it. It's missing the grommet, which will be an air leak, which will suck caca into your cylinder, which is bad. So we'll need to get one of those. Give Leon a call. I'm telling you, he's the man. Got a Tilson carburetor. Opens, choke works. Fuel line looks to have been replaced. It's got a yellowy green fuel line in it, so I think somebody was into that, which is cool. We'll end up replacing it again, more than likely. So let's see here. Side cover, all the screws are in it. That's impressive. So let's get this pulled off. I got a zip zip down here. I got one, but yeah, let me see. Yes, I do. I got a drill down here. It'll work. It'll do the trick. And I've got the doobie here somewhere. I'm not used to working down here, so I'm always working out in the garage. But I got this place cleaned up a skosh. I don't know what happened there. Okay, there we go. Oof-ah, that's tight. Holy crap. I'm in high gear, but still. Might have to use the impact. That one I can't get to. Probably got to pull the handlebar off anyway. If Leon was watching this, he'd be yelling at me. So let's get a screwdriver in here, see if we can. It's right directly behind it. That is a god-awful spot. So do we have to pull the handlebar off? Well, it's loose. So, yes. And I already got myself bleeding. Don't ask me how I did that. Oh, this one's got a funky, what the heck? Oh, wait, no. Maybe it's just filled full of dirt. Yeah, she just filled full of dirt. I mean, the bottom of the saw, if you really look at it, guys, I mean, look at that. That hasn't been skidded through too many trucks. It's too bad it's down on compression. I'm hoping and praying that we can get away with just a piston and rings, because, like I said, they're not easy to come by. Sure what is going on here, but we're removing some aluminum material. Seems like it was hung up in the handle a little bit. Surfaced its way out. Okay, we'll get that out of the way. So now we'll go back to getting this cover off. Okay. I don't even know if this thing had spark. I think it did. Yeah, little grungy. I've seen worse. Not too bad. So anyway, I'll show you here, guys. I pulled this off once. If I can find my socket. I might have knocked it on the floor with a bunch of stuff. That's weird. I had that socket out here too. What do I do with it? Oh, it's 7/16. That'll work. We'll go old school on this one. So yeah, I'll show you what. I did have this exhaust off. And it wasn't pretty, but we'll show you what we got cooking in here. Literally cooking. I got the heat on down here too. It's nice. I had about 12 degrees this morning. Guess what? Furnace conked out last night. Yeah. Transformer on the boiler. On the Beckett burner. I messed around with it this morning and tried to get her going again, but she fought me. So, got some crud in here, but these are all in here. Spark arresters in it. That's cool. But, so, let me bring you guys in for a close-up. You guys see all that going on in there? You can see that's got the fine rings, or the thin rings. I think you can. Let me go this way. Oh, that looks better. See the thin rings, and there's quite a bit of scoring. A lot of movement on that too. I'm not sure that's good. But it's not awful bad though. But it definitely looks like it's got aluminum dragged over the top of the rings. And they look like they're smushed right in there pretty good. They should be up. And they're not. So definitely issues. But let's hope for the cylinder. Now I get you guys back in the shot again. Okay, so how do you take these apart? I don't know. I think this handle comes off as one chunk, even though there's a screw here. This looks like this goes up into here. Scrape some of that out of there. Yeah, I don't think I need to get this off yet. I think I can get this, maybe. Or there might be something behind there. There might be a screw behind it. I almost remember there might be a screw in there. So, get rid of some of this crud. She's a dirty girl. So let's take out, well, that screw I think just holds it together. I know we got to take this air box off, so let's get the carburetor off and we'll get these 4 screws out. Then I think this is kind of sealed on there. I'm hoping there's not another screw behind this. I almost think there is. There's got to be something on the bottom that holds it. Oh, right there. I found it. I bet that one right there holds it. That one's got a little sawdust in it. So we'll get that up on there. Hope my head's not in your way. Could be. So we'll take it apart easy. Just take your time. Don't go smashing on it, because like I said, I don't recall how exactly this comes apart. Leon does have a good video on it, several of them, but what else noise is it? Come on. But I have not memorized it. So, okay, so let's get this carb off. Looks like we're going to need a tiny little wrench if I've got one. Okay, we found a wrench, so we should be able to get this thing apart now. So, yeah, so I've had an interesting morning this morning. My furnace decided to crap out. That was fun. So, I had to, it's not good. Looks like there's a little snap ring on there. Pliers. something. Yeah, they do got a little piece of wire on here. I think they're supposed to have a little clip. Ended up with a little piece of wire. Brass. Okay, so let's, I don't know if I can get in there without taking that off. Might as well take it off, get it out of the way. Now we got a little more room to monkey around in here. So, yeah, so anyway, I don't know where I left off, but, oh yeah, the furnace this morning. I tore that apart, worked on that, and, oh my god, these bolts are 3 miles long. I ain't getting them out without putting them in the carb first. Hopefully I can get it off here. Got to get the jets out. Hopefully this screwdriver is little enough. Maybe not. Okay, there we go. I probably should try to remember, because they're probably different, which one is which. Actually, maybe we can just pull them back. We don't have to entirely pull them out of the case. So let's do that. Okay. Yeah, they are different. The one on the right is shorter. The one on the left is longer. So let's see if we can get this thing to pop loose. Okay. Fuel line will probably be a son of a gun to get. We do have a spring in there, but only one spring. Oh, it's on the other jet. Okay. So we know where that goes. Let's see if we can pry this fuel line off. Like I said, it's a newer fuel line. Oh yeah, it's coming off. That's impressive. Didn't quite expect that. It's coming. Got nothing to pull on, but there she goes. So now we got this. We got to get the fuel throttle linkage out. There's that. There's that. Carb is out. So now we got to get these, like I said, I don't know if you guys can see, but that's Tygon fuel line. So that's been replaced, which is good. That's going to be fun to get around. Not sure how we do that. Boy, these are not wanting to bite too good. It's a weird size. That 5/16 is kind of stretched out. That one came off. Holy moly. I can get it with a screwdriver. Then we got to get to that one. I don't know what is a good way to get in there. Loctite on it. I don't think they've ever been out. Had to do a little research, watch a little YouTube to figure this out, but it looks like I don't have to pull. Is there a nut on the back side of these? Feels like one. But it looks like I don't have to pull that clutch. I did find some chunks of metal here. I got a nice piece of steel, and it actually lines up pretty good. I got a couple screws, and I think if a guy welded a nut on the end of that, I could make my own clutch pulling tool. I think. These holes are a little big, but it's okay. And so yeah, so if we need to get that clutch off, I think we can do that. Let's see if we can get these screws to loosen up. Now there's definitely a nut on the back side here. Come on, shake it in the right direction. There we go. And then I think we can pull that up out of the way. I'm going to slip those nuts right back on, because you know me, I'll lose them. They're little. Might lose them anyway. At least they know where they go. So that's out. This oiler line here, it looks like if I can get in here with a wrench, I might be able to get, yeah, this wrench is garbage. I wonder if I can fix it. Let's smack it with a hammer. Looks better. Yeah, and it works better. Oh, this was a Popular Mechanics. Yeah, I don't know where this one came from. So, well, anyway, probably hard for you guys to see what I'm doing, but I'm just getting this fitting off down here. It's a real pain in the butt to get to for this oil, to the manual oiler. So you only get about a quarter of a turn. I've already popped this handle loose, so, and I don't know if that was on camera or not. If it isn't, I'll put it in there, because I think I shot it. I just think my camera was off. Yeah. Sometimes you don't know what you're doing. Most of the time I have no idea what I'm doing. It's okay. Maybe, nope, not yet. This thing goes all the way to China. There we go, get that up out of the way. That oil line's out. Let's get this oil line off. Of course, why would they make them two different sizes? Is that just silliness? What is that, 3/8? You know when a man wants a 10mm, you can't find one. I got 4 of them right there. Isn't that ridiculous? In 11:30 seconds. Who has one of those? I think this wrench I had since I was a kid. But it worked. The tools down here these are kind of leftover tools. You gotta have, it's got nuts. I don't feel like it. Feels like it's embossed here. Get them out. Maybe it'll come off. I don't know. Like I said, I've never tore one of these apart. I have no idea. I'm just going to roll that up out of the way. We'll slip this little guy right back on here. And put these screws back in them. Maybe. Okay, I got to get that out of my hand. Come on. Come on, little tiny screws. Okay, good. Little tiny screws. Come on. Okay. Feels looser. Oh, it's coming. Something's happening. Something's happening. What's happening? Oh, you know, I watched, and he said the kill switch wire. And I think he is correct. Well, I couldn't see it because there's so much goober in here. So if you look in there, guys, I don't know if you guys can see, but right in there, that white piece is the kill switch wire. And it's just on a spade connector, so you can just reach in here and hopefully pop it off. Okay, there it goes. Haha! Success! Okay, cool. Cool beans. That's probably half the reason why she might have melted down. What do you guys think? A little bit of sawdust in there. I think that could have been an issue. Well, we'll find out here in a minute. I believe, am I going to have to pull? I thought I had another one of these floating around. I could fire up the air compressor and blow it out. But I think this should be separate. I think it's just this one screw right here that's holding on the ignition backplate, which is loose. That's probably not good. I don't think it's the right size screw, to be honest with you. It looks way too big. So I think somebody might have been in here playing around. So that screw has those little lock tabs on it. And maybe it's right. But I'm looking at it, and I think I can pull the jug off without pulling the other ignition off. What do you got to lose? Only one way to find out, right? Like I said, I was watching Leon's video just to confirm how he did this, and it looks like he was disassembling the whole freaking thing. He had the clutch off it, and I think the thing was still on there. Oh, I'll show you guys this in case we don't use it. This is a tool that I made from one of Leon's designs. So this actually screws onto the starter paws because they're threaded right here. And then this screws on, and then this pushes on your crank, and if all goes well, it comes out. But we may not have to use it, because we may find bad things and go, huh, yeah, that didn't work. So, what size are those? I don't know. That size? That socket's huge, but it kind of fits. So we'll go with that for that one. Okay, there's one. 7/16. Let's see what we got for one of those. Well, I'll be. Look at that. I don't know. This ratchet or wrench is not easy to get onto, but it come off. There's two. We got two. Got another one down here. Three. Not a lot of room to work, but that one there, thank God, it looks like it's going to be able to shoot right through here. Yeah, okay. Okay, we're good, we're good, we're good, we're cooking. Got a washer on there, guys. So they're prepared. Do I have a magnety thing down here? Nope. I should have. I got a bunch of them in the garage. Doesn't do me no good here. But we'll see if we can take this head off without pulling everything apart. Well, jug, I guess. It's a little more than a head. It's a head and a jug. I don't think we can get those off without getting the cylinder loose all the way. Kind of like an old Tilson carburetor on a Skidoo. You got to pop them loose first. What do you guys think? Think it'll come loose without having an issue with that plate? Yeah, it just moved. Just moved a little. I didn't put no pressure on it. It moved. But it seems to be holding over here some. So I'm not sure if we're going to get it. I think we could. Should come off. It's definitely holding over here somewhere. And this is loose. Is there something that shoots down inside here to catch it? Because that's what it feels like. It feels like it's hitting on something on that. I wonder if there's something. Don't know. We might have to pull that off. I didn't want to. We might have to. Wasn't the plan. Well, let's say it this way. I didn't have a plan. So who knows what the plan was? I sure the hell don't know. The nuts are coming off. Yeah, I think that digs into this. It must be recessed or something. Oh wait, maybe not. It just moved a little. I'm getting by it, I think. Well, I'll be a monkey's uncle. Let me get these washers, because I'll lose them. Or most of them. Oh, you can take it off. Okay, so let's look at the carnage. Ooh, there's that other washer. I knew there was another one. Okay, guys, we're bringing you in. We got a light down here. Oh no, wait. Nothing is catching my fingernail on that side. And nothing is catching my fingernail on that side. The old fingernail truss, I think we're okay. I mean, there's some wear. But, you hear it? Nothing. I mean, like, no, nothing. Both sides. Nothing. All the way up in. I'm not catching my finger on anything. I think we're good. I think we're good. Okay, get you in here and let's look at the piston. Let's see what's cooking here. So, okay. Let me turn you around here. So, there we go. There's our piston. You can see the rings are froze right in. Can you see? Oh, let me get in here. You can see the rings are froze right into the piston. And it seems to me like there's an excessive amount of side-to-side motion on that bearing, maybe on the wrist pin. But the rings are, I mean, they're kind of out over here. I can catch them on this side, but over here they're seized right in the piston. Yeah, balls are in there still. Now look at that. Can you guys see that amount of play? Is that too much? I don't know. I don't know if that's too much. I mean, how else would you get? You'd have to have a little bit of play. And I think that's where most of it, I thought it was on the wrist pin, but it seems to be on those bottom bearings. That'd suck if you have to pull that apart. But yeah, cool beans. I think we're okay. I think we can get this piston. It's not even, that piston's not even really that awful compared to some of them I've seen. So, new piston and a set of thin rings for 80, or let's get the tape measure out. Let's verify what size this is. Everybody wants to know. Okay, so if it's 2 1/16, which I could throw a micrometer on it, but it's definitely 2 1/16. Yeah, it's bigger than 2. I mean, let's see if I got it. Do I have a micrometer down here? I do have one, but I don't think it works. Well, I know it doesn't work, but I was thinking if I could reboot it, maybe the battery. I got to do this with my car now. Yeah, it's a pain in the ass. Come on. Ugh. That's unbelievable. Okay. Took the battery out. Rub it on your pants. Yeah, I'm not sure why. And jam it back in. Nothing. Okay, well, it's irrelevant because we can still use it. So, we just use it the old-fashioned way. So I am getting 52 millimeters. That's what I'm getting. Yeah, pretty consistent 52 mils. So what does that equal in inches? Probably 2 1/16. We will ask, if I had Alexa working, she won't work. I could plug her in and try her again. But we'll do it this way. 52 millimeters. 2 inches. 2.047. So 52 millimeters to, how about inch fraction? What does that equal? How does that work? You know what we'll do? Did I lock this? If I did, we'll just do it this way. Get on it, we'll lock it. Yep. And then we'll measure it with a tape measure. Okay? This is the convoluted way. Okay, I'd shake it in the right direction. Yeah, it's 16th. 2 1/16, no doubt. So, confirmed. We need a 2 1/16 inch, 2 1/16 inch piston and rings. So, yeah. And we could slam that back together probably without having to tear everything apart. Just dropped a whole bunch of shit in the crankcase. That's probably good. I got it out. So, anyway, guys, yeah. Thanks again, Carl, if you hung in all the way. I know it was a long video. But Again, I thank you and everybody else that's been watching and commenting, subscribing. You know, drop a note down below. I read them. I don't get a lot. You know, I'm not real. You know, I'm not famous or anything, but so thanks again, and we'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye.